One of our goals at the St. Tammany Chamber of Commerce is to help inform voters about issues and candidates on the ballot. For this reason, we invited all candidates in the contested school board races to participate in an interview. Each candidate was asked to speak for 3 minutes and address the 5 following questions. What is your name and profession? Why are you running for school board? What do you want to accomplish if elected? With our most recent LEAP scores and number 18 ranking in district performance scores, what specifically needs to be done to improve our educational outcomes? And why are you the best candidate in your district? Candidates are speaking in alphabetical order. We hope that you find this presentation informative. If you have any additional questions for any of the candidates, please reach out to them individually. Today, we are speaking with candidates for School Board District 6. School Board District 6 covers the schools of Mandeville Elementary, Mandeville Junior, and Woodlake Elementary. First to speak will be Daniel Jenkins.
Thank you for this time and this opportunity. My name is Daniel Jenkins. I'm not a politician. I'm not a business owner, nor a certified educator. In all honesty, I'm not even a part of the PTA. So who am I? I'm a child of God, a husband, a father of 3, 19, 11, and 5. I'm a disabled combat vet and a minor league football coach in the spring. As for my educational background, all I have is my high school diploma. Prior to the COVID and during COVID, I was a volunteer football coach and also a substitute within the school district. During 2021, I decided to be the stay-at-home parent with agreements with my wife. I was against the mask mandate, for which I attended the August 5th mask rally and left with a horrible realization and clear understanding of how a majority of the parents and students were not actually heard. Why wasn't anything done prior to the school year in defense of our freedom for the parents to choose what is best for their kids? No action was done for the mandate. No action was done until the parents stood up. February 11th, I, along with the rest of the parents in the parish, received a call stating the school bus driver situation, and it made me think, what caused such drastic actions by these bus drivers? And why wasn't anything done sooner, like back in July of 2021 when they originally brought up their issues? When I looked over the budget, I see a lot of strides heading in the right direction, but there's some of them I'm not quite, I don't agree with. Why are we buying 44 school buses and attempting to contract out to outside businesses for a temporary solution for the much bigger problem? Is it to ensure that another February 11th doesn't happen again and delay fixing the overall issue? It isn't actually to help with the struggles or with the problems. Or is it not a way to accept the responsibility and pass it on to someone else when something goes wrong? Why is the first answer for the teacher shortage to sign it over for pretty much a teacher temp service with not many good results or history? Why are we not taking better of our main priorities instead of procrastinating or ignoring the problems when they are actually presented? The lack of results and consistency have caused a lack of trust and honest communication between the main factors in the student's success. My main opinion, how to start the process to improve the current performance numbers is to restructure the student disciplinary format to where we have more support for the teachers when the students break the rules the first time, while holding the administration accountable to ensure the system is used with integrity, as well as asking for more input from the administration and teachers with serious consideration and actually accepting their input, and because they're on the front lines. I'm not a politician. I'm a parent who is willing to ask the questions and uphold accountability for all of the students, parents, educators, and supporting staff within the school district. I hope I get your support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Now we're going to hear from Amanda Reed Martin.
And Jessica, my video is just not going to work.
I see that. That's what I'm trying to, we'll go ahead and go without the video.
Alrighty. My name is Amanda Reed Martin. I am running for School Board District 6. I have been a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 years. I do have a master's degree in microbiology. I was a sales manager for one of the largest hotel franchisers in the world, and I was also a stockbroker for Charles Schwab. I am running for school board because our children deserve a better education than what they are currently getting. We live in a wonderful community that values and supports education. There really is no reason our schools shouldn't be performing better. I spent my entire childhood in St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, so I have personally seen how truly great our school system can be. Over the past 9 years as a stay-at-home mom, I have chosen to spend much of my time in our schools. So I have seen how poor curriculum choices have affected our students' performance. I see how discipline in our classrooms is causing a loss in instructional time. I see teachers who are overwhelmed and feel unsupported. I also see tax dollars wasted. I want to be a voice for our students, our teachers, and our parents. What policy changes can we implement to help our struggling students reach their goals? What can we do to help our teachers breathe a little easier during their day? How can we get parents involved with schoolwork more? And how can we spend tax dollars wiser so we have more funds for things like school safety and student resources? I want to see better transparency, more accountability, and an increase in teacher-student advocacy. If we work together, we can make many positive changes for our children. Our most recent LEAP scores show 4 in 10 third graders are not reading at grade level. Our district ranking is also not what it should be. There's so many small things we can start doing that will improve our educational outcomes, many of which would cost taxpayers nothing. First and most importantly, we need to elect a school board and administration that will give more effort and actually spend time in the schools they represent. Our schools will not improve if our leadership does not start spending time in our schools, talking to teachers and parents. I do truly believe our schools can be top in the state again. We just have to give the effort to make the change. I'm the best candidate for District 6. My kids have spent the past 9 years attending schools within District 6. This means I have also spent the last 9 years in our schools, volunteering and developing loyal, trusting relationships with teachers, parents, and administrators. I'm aware of the problems that face public education in my district because I choose to spend my time and energy in our schools. No one can argue that. Those who know me will tell you I'm strong, stubborn, a problem solver. District 6 needs a representative who will ask tough questions and seek clarification on issues that do not seem to make sense. I'm not afraid to do that. I've been endorsed by the GNOR PAC, the Federation of Teachers and School Employees, and the Alliance for Good Government. There are also 2 names on the ballot for District 6 our voters will see on Election Day that have unofficially dropped out of the race and are actively campaigning for me. I have a lot of support because the people in our community believe I'm the best choice for school board for District 6. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Now we will hear from Mike Nation.
Thank you, Lacey, and to the Chamber for hosting this event. I am Michael Nation. I'm Vice President of Harbor Towing and Fleeting, a highly successful towboat and barge fleeting company in New Orleans, celebrating its 52nd year. School board members are term limited, and I'm running for my final term with a passion to bring the system back from the dark days of the COVID shutdown into a bright and shining future of being, again, the best in the state and, frankly, in the nation. I want the system to re-engage with the relationship with our business community. And as a businessman myself who routinely hires deckhands fresh from our public school system, I have an additional motivation, of course, for seeing our school system be the best it can be. Public education, as we know in business, is a must-have for economic growth and prosperity. We have to have an educated workforce to sustain not only our economy, but our democracy. All 3 of my children are products of the school system, and my wife is a teacher in the system. I have the knowledge and the experience to respect and protect both our children's education and our economy. Regarding our LEAP scores, this year we are number 6 in the state for the highest proportion of students earning mastery or advance. We remain number 1 in ACT scores, where we have been since 2018. However, in order to increase our standing in the school performance score, we need to continue to align the curriculum with the state standards and maximize every available resource for our parents, children, and teachers. This process is actually well underway in a variety of means, and time does not allow me here today to outline the several means by which that is happening. I am the best candidate because I am a proven, consistent conservative who is a leader and is not afraid to be outspoken when necessary. In my 8 years on the board, I have spent 5 of them in leadership positions, including as board president in 2020. I have voted to roll back property tax millages 4 times. I voted for industrial tax exemptions for expanding businesses, including Mealy Printing, Dependable Glassworks, Diversified Foods, Mechanical Equipment Company, and Allpax Products, and publicly and vocally supported the fact that we needed to do that, even over some opposition from the public and from one or two board members. I have worked to ensure that our curriculum is transparent and that we are all accountable. As you know, 2020 was a tumultuous year for all of us. And as board president, I worked hard to ensure continuity of education. I pushed hard to reopen schools as quickly as possible, and I opposed the governor's mask mandate for students. I supported teachers and staff, but I oppose a radical teachers union that manipulates its members for political gain. And as a businessman, I understand what and people in business understand what that means in terms of dealing with unions. And the union is a problem in St. Tammany Parish. Unlike my opponent, I have not been endorsed by the radical militant teachers union out of Washington. Our students and parents and teachers and taxpayers are my priority. Political agendas from Washington or Baton Rouge are not. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for watching our interviews with the St. Tammany School Board candidates. And we appreciate you trusting the St. Tammany Chamber of Commerce as an information source. The general election is on Tuesday, November 8th, 2022, and any runoff races will be on December 10th. If you need more information about early voting, voting locations, or to register to vote, please visit the Louisiana Secretary of State's website. Thank you so much.